All right, Jeremy. I have my screen shared, but we're not going to do a cold email teardown. Instead,
Boo.
I want to do a rewrite with you with an
Okay.
interesting prompt here. Can we rewrite a cold email that is effective without mentioning anything about what the product does?
I like it. I'm putting 10 minutes on the timer. Let's
Yeah,
answer this
go for
question.
it. Now, by the way, straight off the bat, where I'm going with this is taking the pain or problem first approach. What is it called? Game theory, Jeremy, where we're we're likely to be motivated by loss more than we would by potential gains. It's like, would you rather lose $100 or put $100 in your pocket?
Yeah.
Or better yet, you have a 50-50 chance of losing $100 right now, or you have you know, a 20% chance of getting $100. We're always going to take the. Am I saying this right? We're going
No,
to.
but I get the idea. Absolutely no problem. It's a loss aversion. Yes, we all have it to some extent.
Where we're basically losing is more of a driver than
Of
gaining.
course. Well, it's
Okay.
caused more pain than the joy by gaining, right?
Correct.
I know this thing. I used to do that when I discover products or as an entrepreneur, like what is
Yeah.
actually, important for them to solve. And I never actually talk about the solution. I always talk about the pain and I make them feel and stay with the pain, right? We always want to save people like, okay, well, I have the solution already, but in fact, you need to let them sit here. And if you can, put a little bit of salt on the wound,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
And that works great for pushing people into action, but that's cool. How do we do it with email then?
Let's see. So I'm not going to read the prompt that we're going to yeah, I guess I should, especially if you're listening to the audio. Let's do this. Here's the message as is, and we're going to rewrite it so that it only talks about the pain, and see if it actually got it better. So
Okay.
subject line, this is a follow-up email, so subject is Google's only recommended CRM. Hey, first name, I'm reaching out to introduce you to ProsperWorks, the new CRM for G Suite users. I would love to show you how our technology is helping sales teams save more hours on manual data entry because of our zero data input CRM, create a repeatable sales process, and have a centralized location for all data,
I get it.
how it works. And then there's like a little link to click a video.
Yeah,
I'm hoping to
whatever.
schedule some time with you to further discuss ProsperWorks. When do you have 5 minutes for a quick chat in the next few business days? Best.
I love your idea of, okay, let's not talk about the product at all. Let's talk about like all the problem there is,
There you go.
right? I love it. So
So we're
spending a
going to
lot of
start
time.
trimming. Let's trim.
Yeah.
So gone goes the sentence I'm reaching out to introduce you to. Okay, I would love to show you how. Okay, let's just get to the crux. It helps sales teams save more hours on manual data entry. We don't care about because.
Yep.
Okay. It creates a repeatable sales process. Who cares
That's the
about that?
solution. Yeah.
Exactly. And a centralized location.
So, Jack, let me ask you a quick question. How many hours
Mhm.
are you losing, or how many hours you or your team losing by entering manual data in your CRM currently? Right? That's
Yeah, so
basically
let's
the idea and approach,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, so let's try what this would look like here. Let me type out a couple ideas.
Hmm.
So, Jeremy, let's have some fun. I'm going to use you, okay?
Why
And
me?
I never write hey or hi. I'm always straight to the first name. I'm going to say
You're straight shooter,
um
Jack.
straight shooter. So let's say Jeremy, do your three salespeople, right? It might drop in how many you have. Typically
Oh, I like that.
spend, you know, spend time manually entering. Let's get concrete here.
Sales calls,
Prospect, yeah, or prospect details into
CRM, yeah.
Yeah, but let's be clever. Let's just find companies using HubSpot. I don't know if you are.
Mm-hmm.
Entering prospect
God,
details
no,
into
it's
HubSpot
horrible.
after every let's say call
Yeah.
or touch point.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that works.
So far, no benefits listed. All right. Let's keep going here and stop me if you think I'm getting off rails.
No, I'd like to
Let's
see what your next
say,
sentence is. So I get the
okay.
first one as an intro, like,
All
hey, let
right.
me.
So I'll say most SaaS founders, let me write something crappy and then revisit it. Let's say, how about this?
Hey, that could work. Most SaaS founder found that every five salesperson, every five salesperson is, or you're losing the productivity of one person for every five persons you're hiring, or something like that, just due to entering data. Have you
I
ever
love that.
have you
How
ever
about, okay.
considered how much this costs your organization or something like
Yeah,
that,
that's
right?
good. Okay. Considered how much, I'm going to just sketch that out. 4 minutes on the clock. We're doing good. How much this is costing
Quick mail.
quick mail.
Mhm.
Okay, now let's say the SaaS founders I work with felt
Oh,
frustrated
I love
about
this.
the amount of money they're spending on tasks
On
that, yeah,
low,
that add zero value
yeah, low value
uh,
added task. Yeah.
while somehow knowing they could and should be automated, could be fully automated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do I still have you?
Yeah, you can. Kind of have.
What? Okay, we'll do another revision, but let's just wrap with our placeholder call to action. Now, I do want to make sure that I've mentioned the goods, like saving hours on manual data entry. Got it. Repeatable sales process. We'll say that for follow up.
Mm-hmm.
Centralized location. Ditto. Yeah, we're not going to cloud up
Yeah,
the
plus
waters here.
anyway, the centralized location is usually what a CRM is
Or
for. So it's kind
how
of like
about this,
stupid.
Jeremy? Let
Mm.
me ask you this. Instead of have you ever considered, I'm going to say is increasing, it has to be pain focus, not benefit, is eliminating your sales teams.
If
Let's
is
say,
eliminating 30% of your sales force okay by you, it's just like
no, what I'm trying to say, like, is eliminate. Oh, perfect.
oh,
Wasted,
waste.
um,
Nice.
wasted, let's say, billable hours, or how
Yeah, I
would you
like
word
that.
this,
Yeah, I
Jeremy?
like that.
Billable hours a priority. Um, is eliminating your sales team's wasted billable hours a priority for quick
Worth
mail?
exploring. Yeah, worth
Yeah,
exploring.
there you go.
Both works.
Worth worth exploring. I like that. Um, okay.
And you could even say
Let's
this year, like to actually make it more concrete.
Yeah,
So,
it does feel better when you add a time frame
100%.
um this year. Okay. And maybe we'll say reducing because nothing's going to eliminate wasted billable hours.
Mm-mm.
Okay. But let's pause for a second. Did this email work? Jeremy, do your three salespeople typically spend time manually entering prospect details in HubSpot after every call or touch point? The SaaS founders I work with,
Wait, okay. Yeah, I got it.
how about this? Most SaaS founders I work with have felt frustrated about the amount of money they're wasting. There you go. Wasting on
Low
let's
value added tasks.
there you go, on low value tasks um, that could be fully automated. Is reducing your sales teams wasted billable hours
How about
worth
we put some
exploring?
objections in between where you'd say like they typically know that, or that easily costs them X, but it never ever feel a real priority to do, yet they know it should be done. You know what I mean? It's like,
Uh,
and it's like, oh yeah,
yeah,
that's how
yeah,
I feel, right? It's like, it's
it's,
annoying because it's
yeah.
getting under my skin. I know it's
How about
annoying.
this? In
Yeah.
the back of the mind of most SaaS founders I work with, is that right?
Yeah, you don't even need to say most actually, because all of them will probably feel like that anyway. So
Yeah,
no need for, you can go for all of them you're working with, because if you're working with those guys, they
that's
already
true.
think
That's true.
that it's a waste
Yeah.
of time.
But in the back of the mind, is that speaking to the point where it's like, it's kind of, it is on your radar, but it hasn't screamed at you. I can remove it if you think it'd improve it.
Well, here's how I would do it, or I would think about it. I will think like, what is it preventing people? That's when I add the salt on the wound. So I will think like,
Mm.
what is that preventing them to do? Maybe it's scaling, right? So most SaaS founder I work with felt stuck, or like were stuck in their growth because most of the additional headcount was having diminishing return because of the time it spent to, that's the sort of thing that I would add, you know, to make them really feel the pain. It's like, oh shit,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm trying to, it's like, it never feels like a real priority, but at the same time, it's something that
love it.
prevents them from actually growing. So they're gonna have to do something about it. So,
How
and
about
then it's like,
this?
if I really feel frustrated at that point, then maybe there is something. Yeah. Okay. What's your stuff?
Okay.
Like, what's your solution? Like, tell me. I
Yeah.
think that's the
So
thing
let's
we're
give
trying
this
to
a
get.
read then, Jeremy. The SaaS founders I work with have felt frustrated about the amount of money they were wasting on low value tasks instead of truly fueling their growth. What would you change here?
Instead of using that time to get more calls, or like,
There you go. Right.
or
Using, oh, how about this? The SaaS founders I work with, oh, how let's modify. I wonder if I could drop in an actual out a number for a value for the dollar for the hours spent per week per rep, right? Um, let's let's see. The SaaS founder I work with, how frustrated about
oh,
the
how about you say about the amount of money brackets, typically 3 to 4K a month, or whatever
I
it is,
love that. Yeah.
or whatever is the number. It
Let's
better be
do
3 to 4K, otherwise it's not worth my time.
exactly. So
Or
let's
you
do
should
that.
say, or even better, typically 30% of a sales rep time. So you can actually time it instead, or roughly, yeah.
Yeah, roughly 30% of their reps hours. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that.
Pretty good. Um, love that. With the amount of money, roughly 30% of their reps. Oh, paycheck. How about that?
Oh, that could be either
That
that, or
better?
you could put it on low value tasks, roughly 30% of their time. That could actually be better that way.
I understand. Yeah, reps. Love that. So let's move that, and
Yeah.
then roughly 30% of the reps time. Oh, of their reps. Yeah, time
Time.
instead of using those.
Instead of,
Um,
doing more
uh,
demos or something like
there
that.
you
Or instead
go.
of closing, that's what they're trying to do. Instead of closing more
Instead of
clients. Right.
perfect. Okay. All right, Jeremy.
Would you actually, I know we're going over time here, but would you actually
Okay.
add the next line saying, this typically prevent them from growing beyond 3 million company, or something like that? You know what I mean? It's like, so, you know,
Oof.
if you make
Yeah.
your sort of like research, and they're roughly around
Oh,
2 or 3 million,
yeah.
then you could,
If you
yeah,
believe this may be holding quick mail back from
growing beyond,
passing.
oh yeah,
There
passing,
you
yeah,
go.
that's nice.
The that's not bad. Let's say the 3 million year mark. Um, all right. Does this resonate? If you believe this may be holding Quickmo back from passing the 3 million per year mark, is
How
reducing,
how
yeah.
about you actually telling me that, um, those hidden tasks are usually what prevent company to go beyond the $3 million mark. You know what I mean?
Mm. Okay, that's a PS. That's a PS. So we're gonna do this.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
So let's do is reducing. All
Oh, I
right.
see. Nice. And then,
PS.
oh, nice. I like
Yeah.
it.
Okay, and we'll say
This typically
so we'll
prevents
yeah,
companies
exactly. It's
to scale
typically
beyond, yeah,
prevents
companies like QuickMail to scale beyond.
companies,
Actually, not
yeah.
necessarily like QuickMail. I don't know.
Let's try
Company we worked
um
with? Oh no.
prevents this tip. Okay, maybe this, what are we going to call this? This redundant um or this time drain.
How about we call
Time
it like this shadow work, or something that this hidden
mm,
work is
there
usually
you
what
go.
costs company to
Is
scale beyond $3 million
usually what
a month. Yeah.
nice. Yeah, prevents companies from passing
Yeah.
um companies that already have a successful sales team from passing the 3 million mark. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's not too bad. It's actually uh,
Okay.
it's actually a good start. So with this in mind, um, do you feel the pain? Can we actually make it bigger, or like, is that enough? Would you actually want to know what they have? Like, would you say actually, this problem, like another follow-up or
Mm,
PS, something like this problem usually typically can be addressed with under 1 quarter or like under 1 month. Is
like you
that
can
worth
solve the
is that worth like having a discussion about
mm,
it, right?
is that benefit driven though?
Okay, how about the
Yeah.
PS instead of from passing, like it becomes worse after 3 millions or after five salespeople or like after
Mm.
like and prevent, you know
Uh
what I mean?
that
Like
that's interesting. It's
you
like
have three cells, you say it becomes
this
worse
hidden
after,
work
yeah,
compounds. Yeah. PS, in case you're, yeah, you go. In case you're planning on growing your sales team,
nice.
right? Growing your sales team, this hidden work only compounds while you uh only compounds as you work to pass the 3 million per
Oh, I
year
see.
mark. What do you think? Right?
Yeah, I think it's something like that. Or can't be ignored after you have five salespeople or something like that.
Exactly.
But then in this
Sure.
case, it becomes more like the, do I trust you type of thing. And it's not really putting
Yeah,
salt on my wound. Mm.
I
Cool.
see. Okay,
I think
but
it's a good phase.
basically, yeah. I think in, call it 12 minutes, we sort of have it, and like, is this really the very best email possible? No, but I think the point here is we've sat down and haven't mentioned a lick about what the product is, even the name, and you could see this getting um, conversation started. It beautiful pros, no, but with a little bit more polishing. Do you agree, Jeremy?
I think the idea here is really to agitate the problem. And if you do a good job at agitating the problem and really understanding what are all the consequences and impact of this problem, and you really push that across, then like saying like, okay, if I want to solve it, this guy really knows his stuff, right?
Right.
And so I will definitely say, okay, what you got in stock? If that was a problem and you managed to actually present it really well to me. Let's say, for example, it's the same thing for everything. Let's say, for example, I have some problem with SEO. I really have some problem with SEO. I can't rank or whatever. It's like, and you basically agitate this problem to me, and you say like, yeah,
Yeah.
I know how it feels. It sucks. You've been trying
Yeah.
everything. It still doesn't work. And it's like, okay, give me the solution. you will see that in most of the sales page, like, the one big sales page, whatever, they never tell you solution, but they keep on hammering the problem.
Mm,
Right? And at some point, you just want to
mm.
click the button and tell me what it is. Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
think that's kind of
yeah.
the idea here. Haven't tried it personally myself. You had the chance to actually do that?
Yeah, I actually have, but typically it's kind of a discovery message where the ask is like, does this problem resonate with you? Are you actually dealing
Oh,
with X right now?
it's a qualification, a lead
Yeah.
qualification type of
Uh-huh.
thing. I
It
think that's
is, and
not a bad idea.
I recommend it for like bigger sales processes, especially if you're not really sure if a company is a good fit for what you're doing, right? But I think, like, I'll wrap on this. Salesbread.com will bring you a lead a day if you want to personalize. Quickmail.com for all things email, cold email infrastructure sending. But think about, if you're having a hard time getting replies, it could be that you're talking a little bit more about you and your product or your service than you really should
Fair
be. And
point.
this is a good exercise that'll pull you out of it quickly.
I think that's a beautiful word, and we should leave it here.
Excellent. All right, Jeremy. Thanks, and catch you next time.
All right. Thanks, Jack.
See ya.
Bye.